Hi, I want to share a wonderful Mother's Day gift idea with you today, and that is the gift of memories. Why not get together with some siblings perhaps, or family members who might want to contribute some thoughts and stories and memories to share with Mum this Mother's Day. What do you say to this most important woman in your life to tell her how much she means to you and how much you appreciate all she's done for you over the years? I've got some ideas for you here, so here goes number one. Share anything that you have learned from her, anything that she has taught you over the years. Now that could be a life lesson, that could be she's taught you how to be kind and honest, or it could be something practical. She may have taught you how to sew or cook. All of these things are lovely things to remind her of how much difference she's made in your life. You also might want to include memories of her supporting and encouraging you through your life. Now that might be memories of late nights where you had homework that you weren't finding easy to do and she helped you out with that. It might be those evenings where she took you to your soccer practice or your hockey practice or your netball practice when it was pouring with rain and she had a lot of other things she needed to be doing, but she took the time and took you to those special things that were important to you, and she took time out to make sure that you got to those events. The other thing that's really fun to share in a video memoir for your mum is stories and tidbits about the fun times that you had together. Maybe you've had some road trips where you were singing at the top of your lungs to your favourite music in the car. Or maybe there's been a special birthday celebration. You could share the stories from that and how it made you feel and how she made you feel on that special occasion. She's going to love hearing about these things that she may well have forgotten about. But by making this video memoir, you are reminding her of all the things that she's done for you throughout your life. So you may be wondering, okay, that's all well and good, but how do I do this? I'm not a photographer, videographer. You can do it all on your phone. Honestly, the phones these days have got the best cameras. You'll be absolutely fine. All you need to do is make sure that you've got a quiet space set up where you can actually sit and, like I'm doing here, with no other distractions. You just need to make sure that everything, all the distractions such as phones and televisions and dishwashers and washing machines are all turned off. And you need to make sure that you have some decent lighting. So I'm sitting here in front of a window at the moment. I do have a light, a video camera light behind my camera because it's a dull day here today. But you don't necessarily need that. If you do it on a bright day, just sit next to a window and you'll have perfectly good lighting to do your video memoir for Mum. You will want something to keep the camera steady, or your phone steady. So if you don't have a tripod, there are lots of homemade options you can come up with. Even hair clips work quite well. I'll show you a picture of that. Another idea for a simple tripod is just using a bag of rice on top of a pile of books, and then you sit the phone in the bag of rice so it sits nice and snug in there and won't wobble whilst you're filming. Don't worry about a script, because this is a personal video. This is your personal love message, if you like, to your mum. It's not something that you want to script. So if you're worried you're going to forget things, write down a list of bullet points. That's helpful, and then you won't forget to include everything that you want to say to her. Just a few other tips before filming. Make sure you don't have spinach in your teeth or your hair sticking up on end. And maybe tell other people in the house what you're doing so that they don't come and interrupt, because you can get in the flow and then get interrupted and it really sort of loses the momentum. So try and, if you can, do the video on a day where you can do it in the house on your own. If you are going to include siblings, of course you won't be on your own, but for the main part of the video that you're talking directly to the camera, I would try to be in the house alone if you can. You may like to grab my 10 tips for camera confidence. They're in the description below, and that will help you with some other ideas and tips on making your video for Mum a lot easier. So get your camera out and just give it a go. She will love it. She will love the fact that you've taken the time to, first of all, do the video, but to come up with all these different lovely memories that you cherish about what she's done for you during your life. You don't have to do it all in one take. You can edit the video afterwards. There are some free editing apps that you can get for your phone. If you're on an iPhone, there's iMovie, is very easy to use. And another one that I use on Samsung phone is CapCut. Both very easy apps to use for editing your videos. I'll put a link in the description of a how-to video for CapCut. That is one of my favourite editors to use on my phone, and this is a really simple, easy to follow how-to video. If you decide that you want some help with editing, then pop onto my website movingmemories.nz, send me an email via the contact page, and I'd be happy to help you with editing. And to all the mums, nanas, grandmas, aunties, stepmums, have a wonderful day on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.